Hello. Grand Rising. How are you doing today? Goodness. Now, you were probably wondering what's going on. Why am I seeing the table? Because sometimes we can get locked in conversations, can't we? And so, today, being no excuse, I got stuck in a conversation. A really good conversation, mind you. A conversation that, I don't know, I guess is had between two adults. And when conversations like this occur, you don't really want to move away from it. Not too quickly, at least. And so, here I am. Really want to move away from it. Not too quickly, at least. And so, here I am. All right. Sound is good. Sounds good. Does it look good? You can't see my face. That's all right. I can edit, touch up, tune in, tune out. All right. Is that good? Are you good there? Are you good there? Do you like that there? Are you feeling all right there? Let me put my shoes on to make sure I connect with all of the forests that I've walked through. All of that beautiful soil, wherever I've taken my shoes off, and I've connected with the ground. All right. Oh, da-di-da. Right. Today, I think we're going to go with the shell. Actually, I'll put the wolf on beneath. There we go. Chuck all that beneath my chest. And that obviously needs to move over to here. Brilliant. Alright, so timestamps will go in, chapters will go in later. Obviously, wasn't as organised as I wanted to be. So, if you have excused me and you're still here and you're joining in, hello, how are you? Thank you for joining. Sorry that I'm not more prepared right now. Alright. That is all good. I don't need anything more to be prepared. I can take a seat. But before I take a seat, I need to light this up. Ancestors, source, spirit, please be present here now. Guide me as I tap into the collective energy to give messages to the collective for their highest good. The entire timeline. Thank you, ancestors, for walking the path that you did. Thank you for raising awareness and bringing light to all the things that you did. I am so grateful, and I will now be seated here and now. Oh, okay. Lemos. That is an awesome name. Where's that from? Pretty good. Thanks for joining in. 22 cards spread as the thumbnail suggests. We're gonna get to the bottom of the energy coming through today. Full moon in Aries last night, I think it was. If you're an astrologer or have interest in astrology, feel free to chat about it in the chat. Oh, Mars moon, is that what it is? in theatre mode. Oh, my hair looks ridiculous. All right. Anyway. Chuck you there. Give that a bell. Clearing the air, clearing space. Ancestors, thank you. Angels of the quarters, including Metatron in the center. Element of spirit. Element of fire. Archangel Michael be present here and now. Guard the north. Archangel Uriel be present here and now. Guard the south. Woo. All right. The feeling coming through today is very much cardinal energy. I'm gonna light the zodiac incense because I don't know what it's called. Just to begin, it says blue bell on it. So whatever that means. How are you? Okay. Energy coming through is very cardinal. That's probably very obvious to some people, being that Aries is a cardinal sign. Oh, I've been doing some astrology homework. Gosh, there is a lot to do, but yes, I've been doing some astrology homework. I would love a study buddy. So yeah. Alrighty. Creator, source. Consciousness of all, please be present here and now. I ask that you protect this space, cleanse this space, and keep this space available and open for anybody who needs to hear messages from collective energy. Thank you all for joining. Whether this is your first time or you're coming back, thank you. It's just some Palo Santo to clear the energy between me and this transmission. I invite healing energy to be present here now. So I'll give the symbol up here, Daikomyo. All right. Thank you very much for being with me. Sitting here now, today. All right. Energy is very much like a volcano has just exploded kind of energy, like molten lava moving towards path of least resistance. Ooh. I think I want to be wearing my headband. Otherwise my hair's going to drive me bonkers. Alright. Gonna light this green candle. Hot space. Clear and open. Archangel Uriel. Archangel Gabriel. Present here now. Let's go. I am looking at the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. So let's get the overarching energy in a card form, please, Spirit. A card form, please, Spirit. Okay. Winter Eagle, High Priestess, face down, and then the face up pop was the Sun. Enjoy success and happiness. Now, I will read this for you. Because the thing that I love about Oracle cards is they come with a little guidebook. And not only does it give you little bits of information here that you can read them like a bit like a tarot spread, but they're called Oracle spreads. Ooh. That Sun is representative of Leo, isn't it? As well, but yeah, I like to read them every now and then when I've got time, when I feel like I'm not being rushed by anything, I don't need to be anywhere. I've got the time and I know that I'm going to put the timestamps in, so it's like, yeah, do what you feel called to do when you feel called to do it. Alright, message for the Sun coming from the book is enjoy success and happiness, which is pictured on the card. Know that doors are opening for you. Follow up new projects, ventures, and ideas. Connect with the inner fire that is driving you forward. The Sun has long been associated with the energy of success. It is the most powerful planet in the solar system. Solar referring to the Sun. So of course, when the Sun card appears in a reading, it will bring power, success, and light. It brings up all connections, banishes darkness, brings a sense of youthfulness, and invites you to connect to the energy of joy so that you can be light in spirit and heart. You are being surrounded by the brightness of the Sun at this time. Opportunities to feel and be successful are swirling and dancing around you. Relationships and friendships progress with joy, and you feel happy and uplifted. If you're not somewhere bright and sunny right now, there will be other ways in which you can enjoy warmth and joy. Solar energy brings health and vitality, can energize and warm, and it also encourages everything to grow. The energy of expansion is with you at this time, and you are being offered the perfect opportunity to move forward. If you want to bring something to life or are ready to take a new step in a relationship, the Sun will bring the right energy to you. If you are asking a question, if you are asking a question, the answer is most definitely yes. Well, thanks for being here. Catch you on the next one. Awesome. Awesome. What a card. Alright. If you've made it to this point, feel free to drop your little astrology symbol down in the chat if you want to. Let me know that you're connecting, who's connecting, and yeah. I'm a Sagittarian here with my Sun, so yeah. That prompt came from this card. What's your sun sign? And the song, I don't know, Busta Rhymes. What's your zodiac sign? What's your zodiac sign? Excuse me. Stop playing, keep it moving, moving. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. What is the music today? That playlist needs to be updated. Alright, so messages for the highest good of the collective, please, Spirit. Thank you. I'll take anything face up first for the internal 9. Is there anything in relation to the core? Well, nothing seems to be popping except for those cards which went down. And this card. So this might be the center of the reading. Yep. Alrighty. Let me see what I need to see. Deliver messages in love. Beautiful. Beautiful soul. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't want another pretty thing. I don't want just anyone to hold. I don't want my love to go to waste. I want you and your beautiful soul. You're the one I want to chase. You're the one I want to hold. I won't let another minute go to waste. I want you and your beautiful soul. Oh. Okay. Six of Wands coming out in the middle. Now, this energy may be perceived by you in the upright or in the reverse, so I will read both for the first 9 cards. This card here is really all about the way that you are winning in life, the way that you're succeeding, all of the accomplishments that you're stacking up in your name. And in the reverse, it could stand for failure, self-doubt, or pessimism. But it was in the upright, so I'll let you decide where you're sitting inside of that energy, inside of that card, because this is an energy snapshot. Woo! That looks at all of the species. So within that, I fragment it down into the zodiacs, and that's my picture. But there is masculine and feminine inside of both of the zodiacs. So really, it's up to you to take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm just somebody who's reading energy, and I really enjoy doing it. So thanks for hanging around. Thanks for joining in. And yeah, let's get to what's being created here with this Six of Wands energy. So Two of Pentacles comes out in the upright. Two of Pentacles in the upright here for the creativity and intellect on the back of the Six of Wands. I think that you're finding a stronger balance within the deepest part of yourself. So just then the Katy Perry song, this is the part of me that you're never gonna ever take away from me, yo. Maybe sticks and stones may break my bones. Okay, but you've found a balance within. So because these cards are internal, this Two of Pentacles, I didn't tell you, is all about choices, balance, partnerships, and in the reverse is instability, disharmony, and the need to slow down. So they did fall in the upright. So if you're taking it in the upright, I really believe that what you're working on next is about to yield some results. And the reason it's yielding the results is because you're not showing up. You're not acting like it's the peacock. You don't need to pretend you are this majestic animal. The peacock. They're like the gatekeepers of like eternity for me. There's a specific movie that gave me this impression where I first saw a white peacock, and not only was it beautiful, but when it has its feathers fanned out, all parts of it are just white, and the only parts that sort of darken are where the feathers are more thicker. And the movie is called I Origin. So like I Origin, the origin of the eye. Really beautiful movie. Trigger warning, it is super devastating, but one of the best indie films I've ever watched. Ooh, the Hermit. I'm just taking the uprights on the table today, by the way. So with the Two of Pentacles being in the creativity and intellect, it feels like you're practicing something. You might be in the way of starting something. You may be practicing something new. What's the energy coming through with Virgo. So you may be solidifying something in your reality, in your expression. So I do see Temperance and the Sun popping up right in the deck. But I want connections with the table for now career and wisdom. So are you using this new movement to progress into a new job? Or are you trying to gain some insights here? What's happening here with the career and wisdom position? So 3 cards, 4 cards appear. The top one. When they appear in the upright, I feel like they're calling to be placed. So we have the 5 of Swords, then we have the Page of Cups, then we have the 10 of Swords, and then we have the Queen of Wands. Interesting. That was a big chunk of energy come through all at once. Thank you, Spirit. Let's figure this energy out. So now if I could have the last 3 cards, please, Spirit, and I can start collecting cards for the external 12. Thank you. So you go from 2 of Pentacles into the 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords energy is all about, in the upright, loss, conflict, and indecision. In reverse, though, it can be deceit, regret, and even resentment. When this is in your career or wisdom position, I don't know. The tricky thing with swords is they cut both ways. Now, I know that that's not true for all swords, but usually the swords that are on the major, on the tarot are these 2 double-edged swords. Here it's very much a saber. It's cutting in one direction. The way that you're showing up, this might be in your workplace, or this might be in relation to something that you're learning or something that you're connecting with. It feels as though, especially because that one oracle card was the Sun, it feels like the way that you're applying yourself is this very balanced. Like, when I look at 5s, it's like, okay, first of all, that's a personal moment that's happening. And when it's swords, it's like, okay, thoughts, communication. And then when I look at the position, it gives me an indication of what the energy is trying to say. So 5s for me are all about the bits and pieces that you have that will make up the experience that you're looking to have. So whether it's you becoming frustrated at work, or you realizing, hey, there's an opportunity here that I can take hold of, and I know how to do it, I know how to implement it, I'm going to give it a go. This is you coming to the table with 5 swords. So if this was like a partnership or something, you coming to the table with 5 swords means that you're, I guess, somewhat expecting the other person to come to the table with 5 swords too, so that you can put your 5 swords together, making 10, and then you can elevate together. This is the experience that I feel is happening more and more for you, collective. You're just integrating messages in a way that's more conducive for you. You are definitely taking what resonates and you're leaving behind what doesn't. You know that not every part of every message is for you, so you just connect with what's for you, and you connect with what connects with your spirit, with what connects with your soul. So yeah, this card, even if you are feeling it as loss or conflict or indecision, conflict is not a negative thing either. Conflict is actually quite a good thing in terms of relationships, when you're allowed to keep your feelings aside and just discuss ideas, have discussion or have debates about ideas. Everybody learns when everybody attaches themselves to the experience without any ego, pride, or prejudice. They just come to the experience and they're willing to participate as they would, as they do, as they are. People coming to the table as they are. That again is that Six of Wands energy. If everybody comes to the table like this, imagine if all of these wands, they were all on their own horse and they were all walking through together. Like, I win with collective, I lose with collective. We experience together. Whew! Beautiful. Very beautiful. Very nice. And then what comes out next in the relationships connection part? No, sorry. The love and the passions is the Page of Cups. On the internal, naivety, creativity, sensitivity. And in the reverse, insecure, childish, afraid to trust. Interesting. So this is very youthful energy. This is hopeful here. So this is like approaching relationships from this place of, where am I going with that? Faith, hope, love. Is that what you're trying to say? Faith, hope, love. Gifts. Love is not selfish. It's not self-seeking. All the things. I feel like you're ready to play. I feel like you're ready to play with the collective more. The School of Fish is what I'm seeing here, and the near on figure 8. It's like you're nearly about to connect with the full collective experience. There's just maybe some things that you need to learn. There may be some emotional maturity required somewhere within your experience, but that's okay. Like, you have this whole experience to figure yourself out. And I think that that is the best thing that you could do with your time. Figure yourself out. Because then once you've done that, you can just show up. You literally just show up in the world and play with the energy that's presented to you without having any prejudice, without having any fear that things could go wrong or things could turn into something that you never expected them to. And that's almost like a superpower. Ten of Swords comes out next. And for the energy of today, that's interesting. Could I please grab the passions expressed, the becoming, and the foundation, please? Ugh. You touched the table. That's so annoying. Anyway, uprights, uprights. Uprights. So this would be the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I just need 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. And we're finished here for shuffling. One, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Now the deck's fully open. Alright, I'm not going to look at where we're going for the end, but the card is there, upside down, ready to be read. The other cards are upside down as well. Ah, brilliant. Okie dokie. Good day. Hello, Grand Rising. How are you? How you doing? How you feeling? All right. I almost feel like I could start again. I'll put you a little bit more back. That's that. Perfect. So we got up to the Ten of Swords on the inside. Ten of Swords energy is all about pain, sadness, stabbed in the back. In the reverse, stalling, rock bottom, making excuses. So this is in the willpower and emotion part of the wheel. And an interesting part of shadow work when it has to do with stalling or making excuses. Eventually those excuses you make up for people will come back and require you to stand for what you spoke for. These swords that you lay down, especially if you're laying them down in your foes, and those foes aren't fully dead, then those swords might come back, and you've got to work through them. You've got to process through this reality. Every part of it, even the parts that you don't want to process through, you've got to process through them. It's just a part of this experience. Where are we going from there, Spirit? Because that attitude as well, the Ten of Swords, this can be a completion if you take it as a completion. There are elements of life that do not require you to be actively micromanaging every step of the way. You can just allow the experience to be what it is. And the more that you do this, the more practice you get in this, you really just begin to experience reality as it is, rather than putting your own prejudice or your own fear into the experience. You just let it be what it is. And when you do this, you really connect with the fullness that's here and now. Like, you're not separate to the experience. It's happening with you. This whole reality is happening with you. Whether you feel or perceive yourself to be at the very front of this movement, at the center of it, or at the end of it, it's happening concurrently for you in your timeline, for me in my timeline. But we all pass through the same timeline, like right now, here and now. It's the 7th of the 10th, which is the 7th of October 2025 at 11:46 a.m. I'm passing through this moment in time, but you will pass through it too in your moment in time. Now, I get that it's only occurring because the planet's spinning and we're traveling around the sun and we're traveling around the universe with the sun and all the other planets, but this is an experience that this is the same experience that's happening up there in the celestial bodies is happening for you within your experience. And whether or not you are the sun, the center of it, or one of the planets dancing around, you're still a part of the whole experience. So the more that you're willing to show up as who you are, the more that you're willing to really like stand in your ascendant and then stand in your sun energy, and knowing who you're showing up as, and then knowing who you want to show up as at the same time just lets you show up. And then when you show up, not much else is expected of you because you're just showing up as you are. This is beautiful because the next card is the Queen of Wands, and this is the reflection. I think more and more and more you are standing in your own power, you are feeling really creative, and you are feeling really determined. If this is presenting for you in the reverse energy of this is feeling jealous, feeling like there's dishonesty or manipulation happening around you or through you. These are things that you can change. And I mean, depending on where you've come from, if you've come from this really like survival place of, oh my gosh, why is the world happening to me? It can feel like you need to have your back against the wall and defend yourself. But really, it's up to you how you use your wand. You can use it to light up the world, or you can use it to raise the world, light up the world, just in a different way. And the choice has always been yours. The choice is within everybody to decide for themselves. How am I going to take the day? How am I going to seize the moment? What am I going to do to make sure that this experience is beautiful for everybody? And how can I bring this beautiful magic into the world with stability? How am I listening to the feedback of the universe and responding here? And then when it's a response and not a reaction, this is where this beautiful, cute, like childlike energy can come through and pours into your whole experience. You just have this new way of moving, it feels like. Queen of Wands, what energy is that? Very Leo. Leo, yeah. We have the sun there as well, that's Leo. And then we have the sun that came out as well, that's Leo. There's Leo, lots of Leo energy in this reading. Yeah. Shout out to all the Leos. Keep doing what you're doing. In the jungle, the mighty jungle. Goodness gracious. Have not watched that movie in years. That magical power though that's coming through with the Queen of Wands, it's like you've just, I don't know, did you realize who you were when you realized it, or are you coming in? Oh, this is who I am. Oh, this is who I am. Oh, that's huge. And then in the Passions Express, this is the Sun in reverse. Is this 19? Yeah, this is 19. So this is sadness, depression, delays, loss of hope, pessimism. In the upright, this is happiness, positivity, success, vitality, and clarity. Coming up in the reverse, with the Ten of Swords next to it, don't forget this was the willpower and emotion. If you're operating from a place of in your head, and look, I will say that, and the Queen of Swords here is at the foundation. So maybe the in your head is what's making this Sun card appear in the reverse. Sadness, depression, delays, loss of hope, pessimism. That's a very heavy feeling, but when it's happening on the inside again, and I spoke on this yesterday somewhat, but when these experiences are occurring on the inside of you, you are 100% in control of how you choose to respond. Your reaction will be judged, and so be it. It's important for us to pass through judgments and understand what the judgments are for, and correct behaviors that we need to correct, and move forward together, collectively. There needs to be the energy of actually being able to apologize, and for that to mean something. It's once you've done this internal work, it's like you forgive yourself. That's where the spirit was leading me with that. Once you forgive yourself and you give yourself permission to show up as you want to, show up as you desire, there is no limitations on how you can choose to show up. You can choose to show up differently every single day until you feel comfortable. And this is a beautiful gift that you should give yourself as often as you can, like as often as you've got free time. I understand that there's bills that we have to pay and there's this and there's that, but realistically, once you can turn that sun inside out, like right side up, this is where that happiness comes from. It's always been an internal navigating system. You've always had this internal navigating system. You know what's right, you know what's wrong, you know what's light, you know what's dark. And because of this, you've always drawn towards the things that are light, the things that are pretty, the things that are shiny, the things that are magical. And your ability to do that is what's kept you in this sun in the upright energy, I'm going to call it at the end here. You really are stepping into this new age, this new era with such a bright attitude, with such a bright outlook, presentation, that the things that used to disrupt or the things that used to cause delays before for you in the past, they're no longer triggering you anymore. They're no longer derailing you. You pick up the pieces and you recollect yourself and then you move forward. It's happening at a pace that you're comfortable with, and it's happening at a pace that actually is allowing you to witness the fruit that's developing around you. There is so much growth coming through in this reading as well. The energy really comes through grounded and stable, like a tree that's really rooted into the ground. The next card that comes out, so this is in the Becoming. This is the Eight of Pentacles. So this is talking about your skill, your craftsmanship, determination. In the reverse, it's about giving up, inexperience, or lack of ambition. I mean, when this card appears in the Becoming, it's not, if you're having a lack of ambition, then I mean, it may be because these Five Swords, it's if you are coming from a place of survival mode and not thrive mode, survival will feel like, oh, I've got Five Swords. What now? What now? Whereas the Two of Pentacle energy, the other way to come to this Eight of Pentacles is really balanced. You know that you're bringing these Five Swords, and you know that you're going to meet somebody who's going to bring their own Five Swords, and together you'll have 10 swords. And then once you've got your 10 swords, you'll figure out the next step. But that work that you did on the inside, the way that you were able to align your thoughts, the way that you were able to balance out even emotion somewhat, resisting the urge to conceptualize or throw logic into your thoughts, your feelings, sorry. That's what gave this. So it's always been you. You're just becoming more of you. This is you mastering something within yourself, or getting stuck trying to master it. Getting stuck's the wrong word though, because this is part of the Becoming. So it's just you're on the way. Even if you are feeling stuck, you're on the way to presenting this thing to the world. And now I'm really curious to see how it's going to show up on the outside of the wheel. Foundation of all of this anyway, we have the Queen of Swords at the foundation. So in the reverse, this card here is all about losses, feeling trapped, disappointment, and in the upright, it's all about being objective. It's all about your intelligence. It's all about the way that you communicate. Being a court card, I will recognize here and now there are 3 court cards, and they are in the southwest of this. Queen of Swords here at the bottom, Queen of Wands over in the west, and then the Page of Wands that connects them both. You're expressing very, very, very clearly at the moment, I want to say. Wow. Yeah. Very, very, very clearly. Like you You see where you've been. You know where you want to go. And you have the energy to sustain. Wow. Who are you? Wow. I can't see any numbers or anything, so I hope that I'm still coming through clearly. That would be the vibe to check. I hope that I'm still coming through clearly. That would be the vibe to check. I'm fine here. All right. Wow. That was awesome. That was just the internal part of the clock, mind you. Oh my God, tell me, baby, can't you see? I've got everything you need. Only a genius could love a woman like a genius, a G. My rosemary seeds are popping out. Ooh. Oh man. Spring has sprung. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. freaking love the jingle jangles. I wonder how I appear to people. How mad do I look? Just sitting here playing with my little jingle jangles. Anyway. Alright, let's get to the rest of this reading and I'm gonna get out of here. I have been sleeping like an absolute baby. I hope you have been too. Alright. Let's get to the rest of this reading, shall we? Let's stop stalling this out. Timestamps as soon as I can at the end, obviously. I'm going to record some quick Star Zodiac themages, or even come back and do the Zodiac reading the way that I want to. Who knows? Now that I know how to do chapters, it will be easier for me to do one Zodiac reading, or however many I can push through in one moment. I will be doing them in groups, so cardinals, fixed, and mutables. It's the easiest way to express the energy, and those are really the three groups that you're speaking to as a reader. The way that I approach things is collective energy. I try to deliver messages that are appropriate to each of the suits where they fit in terms of their energetic starting point. But yeah, all right. Pharaoh, hello, how you doing? Oh, I just did a little sound clearing. I did the internal 9 of the clock too. I fumbled around for a bit of the beginning of the video, but once I got into it, I got into it. And yeah, pretty good energy today. Look at this card. Sun came out. I even read this at the beginning too. Really good energy. It feels like everybody's about to take this really good turn. Everyone's moving in their highest good, in the highest alignment for the universe. So yeah, thanks for stopping in, Pharaoh. I appreciate it. I did read your description, so I'll call you Pharaoh. Pushes me into like Yu-Gi-Oh though. I won't be shy. I've been watching Yu-Gi-Oh a lot lately, and Yummy Yugi with the Pharaoh whole vibe thing. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh, the heart of the cards. Yeah, very cool. Anyway, let's I'll try focusing. Thank you so much for that, Pharaoh. I appreciate it. Chat to you later. All right. Position number 1, the self and the identity. This here is appearing in the upright. This is the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is all about chivalry, romance, and communication. When this is your self and your identity, are you appearing chivalrous? Are you extending a healing hand? Are you extending a helpful hand? I think this is how you're being perceived, and it comes on the back of you having done all of this internal work. You know how to balance your thoughts now. You know how to balance your emotions in a way that continues to give you energy rather than leaves you feeling drained. And this is probably why you're presenting in the real world as the Knight of Cups. After the Knight of Cups comes the Magician. This is it. This is your values and your discipline. So this is the second card for the clock, the external. The Magician talks about manifestation, hidden power, inner guidance, and resourcefulness. Now, I am interested to see if the moon appears later on in this reading, but for now, the moon is not here. We've got the sun, so I'm very grateful that the sun appeared. It kind of makes me feel like the moon is behind us. We've revealed the secrets that need to be revealed. We've brought light to the things that we can within our experience so that we can integrate the shadow. And it's like the universe sees you and is like it's tapping you in. It's connecting you. It's pushing you through the collective experience for everybody that you're supposed to interact with. And then you're stepping from point of elevation to point of elevation. You're lighting your own path comes through there. So, whoa, what's the third card? Knight of Swords. This is your communication and your innovation. You're presenting very clearly, collective. However you're presenting in the world, this is a knight. So this is quick moving energy. When it's a sword, it's even quicker to me. It moves really quickly. It moves really clearly, concisely, sharply. This is actually representing your daringness, your ambition, your single-mindedness. So definitely coming through here that you're presenting quite clear. We have two knights on the outside with a magician. Can you imagine this is a fight scene, like from Lord of the Rings or something? You've got Aragorn at the front, and who is another fighter? Gimli, say. Aragorn and Gimli are down there, because Gimli's very emotive. He's like, oh, very vocal in that. But Aragorn, he's just kind of like, he gets stuff done. And then you've got the magician at the back, Gandalf. And I don't know why, but it always comes through in my head like, you shall not pass, the magician says, and like all hell starts to break loose. But that's the power of a magician. You flip the script. You're the glitch. But you're just coming into this really, and you're practicing this really is what's coming through on the external at the very least. Because why? Oh, you balance out. This is the King of Cups. Are you joking? This is showing up on your external. How are you going from day, like, it's literally amazing to see the progress. How are you going from one day being grateful for all the things that you've got, and then in a few days' time, you're the King of Cups. You're the master of the court of emotions, connections, and you're at home. This is in the fourth position, so the home or the inner world on the external part of the clock, but your inner world is reflecting that you're in the King of Cups energy. So internally, you had queens, two queens and a page. Externally, so far, you've got two knights and a king. And internally, you were feeling like this energetic, youthful Page of Cups energy, able to push the energy or the message wherever it needed to go. And now on the outside, number 4 is all about stability for me as well. So you've stably integrated the messages that are for you, and you are now moving in your own power in a balanced emotional way and in a balanced thoughtful way. What is this reading? Who are you? This is the star. This is happiness. This is spirituality. This is hope. This is good fortune. This is faith. This is number 5. This is in the creativity and the passion part of this reading. You're the star. If you are what you say you are, a superstar, then have no fear, the crowd is here, and the lights are on. Do you know, I have always been curious and interested, but I've always thought that the sun was a star, not a planet. But can a planet be a star? Can a star be a planet? Is the sun a planet? Just because I've always wondered that in the tarot. It's like, well, we've got the star, and then we've got the sun, and they're different energies, definitely. So this is all about happiness, but this is all about happiness too. So the star is more about realized hope and ambitions, whereas the sun is all about initiating hope and ambition. This is measurable success with the star, whereas this is desirable success with the sun. With that little micro personal interpretation, I feel that you're so close. Like, if this card here was on the 6, because the sun is inside in the north, like where the 12 is, I would feel like I could say you're there. You're actually right there. You don't change a thing. Whereas here it's like maybe you're perceiving that there is something that you can change or shift into to perfect this thing. But why are you trying to perfect your experience? It's just your experience. Just have it. Just be it. Because the right people will see you. The right people will look up and call out to the void and ask for help, and you will be there. And your timing is divine. What? You're supposed to, you're some kind of healer. That's what I'm going to say. You're awakening to this power. This card here represents happiness, friendship, and community. And this card here is in the work, health, and embodiment. You are going to be working with people quite closely. The way that you work with people is not going to be like this competitive, I need to win out over you. I can't celebrate you when you win. It's going to be this conducive, dynamic, wave type effect. The way that a wave comes on the beach, every part of the wave will like eventually hit the beach. Some part of the wave might be a bit further back, but eventually that full wave, that full motion will hit. And so I think because you've understood this, you're just, so the thing that you might be looking for, that step down there, the thing that you might be looking for is you're looking for, oh, can I just ask the cards? Because I'm asking Spirit. Can I have a interaction card between the Star and the Three of Cups, please, Spirit? Whew! Whew! That was the King of Wands, though. Okay. Then we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse on the outside. Two of Pentacles in reverse is all about insecurity, difficulty adapting to new circumstances, lack of balance in organization, poor financial decisions, teasing, deception. Faith. I think it's a very simple path to follow what feels good, what feels natural, what feels exciting, thrilling, inviting. But when we are aware of the success that we've obtained in our lifetime, we know where our creativity has taken us. We know where, we know how far we can push ourselves. We know how far we can look to connect with the full experience. We know how long, we know how long our light can shine. And so the relationships that you're coming into, they're really healing. They're really going to, it's going to be equal give and take, and it's going to be an experience that gives you even more authority to stand in this, I'm feeling. Because you've done the work on the inside. Like, this here, it's like you've moved, like, I don't see any cups until this one. The cup that appeared in the first position is the Knight of Cups, but that's a court card. Like, and so it's like you've processed, you've progressed. So you've gone through the wand lessons. Catch this. You've gone through the wands. You've integrated the lessons of the wands. You may be on the edge of leaving the cup lessons and moving on to the swords. Is that why there are so many swords on the inside, Spirit? Yeah. High Priestess. You're in a new court. So this place here. The wands is all about your passion. It's about being able to direct your passions towards either emotions, to put energy into motion, or thoughts, to have a better scaffolding around your mindscape so that you can be thinking about the things that you want to think about and be putting the things that you don't want to think about to the side. That's a really important step. And then 3 here, it's almost like that first stage of ascension. So you're currently, you've done the shadow work integrated, you've really worked hard on this. You're now embodying the type of relational style that you've been wanting to have since you were a child. Comes through here with the Page of Cups. Whoa. Pharaoh says, Spirit's messages resonate 100%. Oh no! A magpie just attacked my pigeon friend. And they both crashed into a window. Aww. That's not very nice. I didn't like that one. That's my little pigeon friend. Who's this nasty magpie energy? I feed my little pigeon friend. No, calling the dragons. Sorry guys, intermission. Calling in the dragon energy, witch candle. Yep. Dragon of fire, dragon of earth, dragon of air, dragon of water, dragon of spirit, be present here and now. You know your names. I call you. Protect this space. Protect the little animal spirits too from being inhabited by stupid demons. Go piss on someone else's leg. Ugh. Alright, everything's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. You're gonna catch a cold from the ice inside your soul. So don't come back for me. Ice inside your... Who do you think you are? Alright, back to the reading. Fun little intermission. I had a look at chat. Nothing's moving. Someone's watching. Hello to you. And yeah. Take a look at my girlfriend, she's the only one I got. Not much of a girlfriend. Ooh, music makes you lose control, Let's go. Yeah. Ooh. Nine of Swords in reverse. The 7th card on the clock. Now, this is probably a good point to say. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. The whole reading, if you're expecting it to be for you, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I don't know that it works that way. Unless you're an avatar that embodies all 12 elements, all 12 zodiacs. Maybe. Cool. Congrats. Nice to meet you. Reflection. Here we go. Nine of Swords in reverse is all about moving on, not giving up, and the end of a crisis. So, when this appears on the back of a 3 of Cups, it's like, oh, you've either moved away from the energy of a relationship that was no longer serving you. You're actually participating in the collective experience that you're looking to have. You're looking to experience yourself. You're appearing as you are. Therefore, everything that's occurring is designed for you. This is your design. You have put the thought into motion. You've allowed your energy to carry you where you want to be, and now you are creating your reality in a moment-to-moment basis. It's just streaming. It's like you're streaming consciousness. You're streaming reality now. And we have the 9 of Cups. So, you walk away. You move on from something with this Swords energy here. You don't give up on yourself. You actually hold on to your personal mission for this reality, for this experience. And then universe is like, nah, that can't go unrewarded. We're going to give you the 9 of Cups. So, because this is in your transformation or your power position. So this is like universe sees you and goes, okay, good luck is now yours. Happiness is now yours. Abundance is now yours. We saw you walk away. We saw you move on. We saw you let go. Well done, good and faithful servant. We saw that you were willing to end this crisis, this situationship, and you're being rewarded with a beautiful transformation. 9, ascending to this new level. And I don't know why every time I see this card, it's like I want to say, good boy. Very, very good boy. And why did I just get a confirmation burp when I was trying to be funny and weird? Just ruined it. It was supposed to be more like, good boy. Very, very good boy. Creepy? Probably. I need coffee. Coffee! Oh no, my coffee froze. Oh, my coffee's frozen. It's actually not gonna work. Is it? Oh, bro, it feels like it's so chuggy. And it's so frozen. Oh, man. I really wanted coffee. Anyway. Sorry. In the 9th position here, this is the Wisdom and the Soul Call card. Oh my goodness. You're not stopping. It's like this reading goes, you go from victory to learning, to teaching, to healing, to inspiring, to educating, to like, and it's all because of just how you're showing up. You're just showing up as somebody who wants to be. You want to be in this experience. You want to have this experience. You want to live life fully. And that's what it means for you now. You know that when you align your passions and you put them all into one direction, you achieve that. You obtain that for yourself and for everybody that's around you, because you're very aware of the quantum field. You're very aware of how you showing up in a certain way affects the entire energetic field. And you know now to speak to the right people about the right things. You're going to the cardinals for the advice that you need to start your things. You're going to the fixed signs to figure out how to keep something going. And then you're looking towards the mutables to figure out how to bridge the gap between these two places that you can arrive at, starting and continuing. You having that skill set now is giving you this ability to ask the right questions, get the right information, and continue to propel yourself forward. Be it not that way, then it is spirit propelling you forward at a pace that is comfortable for you. Wow. Talk about strategy. Then we've got in the upright the 7 of Swords. So many swords. You've literally transcended the cup realm and now you're operating in the sword realm. This is amazing. This is all about illusion, uncertainty, and moving quickly. This is in your career or legacy. So I will say here, take some caution to make sure that the ways that you're stepping towards your future, it's in alignment with what you're trying to produce. So the way that it comes out here is, you know your brand, you know who you are, you know who you want to be, and so you know the type of product that you're willing to produce and market to people. You trust the value that you've assigned it, and you're willing to show people what you've got. You had to do this, I'm feeling, because there may have been a lot of uncertainty happening around you in the past, but because you were willing to transcend two realms and you're in this third, playing around with the energy of the swords and learning these masterful ways of thinking and existing with these beautiful thoughts that are just so dynamic, they like feed each other, is what keeps coming out. It's like these ideas like grow new ideas and a new idea and a new idea, and then it's like, wow, why is this garden just growing so much? Like, what's happening here? So yeah, in terms of where you're setting your career and legacy, make sure that you're not leaning into illusion. Make sure that you're sure about all of the steps that you're making, and if anything, be willing to move quickly away from what's not in alignment with the legacy that you're trying to leave behind. Because when you do this, it's like, because what I'm really looking at is 17 swords. 17 would be the star. Yeah. The energy that just came through there at the end, it's like you want to be co-creative with others in your field. You want to, but I think you're going to be someone who literally shows other people how to reach the top in their own life. And so for you, you've just got to keep going. It's like the person at the front of a jungle expedition. You've got the machete. You have to keep going. People will see the path and be able to follow the path that you carve. So it's up to you. You can be diligent and carve that path really well the first time, or you can be aloof, you can be lazy, you can cut corners, and you can present what presents. It's totally up to you. But I really feel like the amount of strategy that you put into play in terms of your career and your legacy, the amount that you put into it before it occurs, it pays out exactly, if not better than you anticipate. Because you've considered all avenues. You've considered all the consequences of it going terribly, it going well, and you just know where you're going, so you don't need that external validation anymore. Holy moly. All right. This is your 11th card. This would be how you're connecting with collective or your purpose within the collective. So this is the Four of Cups in reverse. No, not in reverse. Upright. Four of Cups. What aren't you seeing? What don't you want to know? This card by itself represents boredom, unappreciative, or the need to meditate. So with this, obviously, there is one cup that has the Nautilus inside of it, deep sea creature. I really want one of those shells. I think they're so beautiful. This is just a sea snail, but I imagine having a Nautilus shell. Just Google it. They're so beautiful. And maybe not wearing it on my neck, but having it in the scenery, because I think that they're so beautiful, and I would love to listen to it for the sounds that come out of it, like the beautiful... I think it's called brown noise. Like, it's a sort of sound that aircrafts make as well. Anyway, Four of Cups. I feel like you're... What energy comes through here? It's like Scorpio energy, fixed energy, I think. Either that or is it Cancer energy? You're a very deep person. I think you know this. You're a very deep person. You're very aware of your emotions. You're a very stable human being in terms of what emotions you present to the world. And you know exactly what you're looking for from the world. You're not afraid to let the world know. Not for me. Next table. Next. Thank you. Next. Thank you. Next. I'm so fucking grateful for my eggs. Oh, Ariana, please don't murder me for butchering your song, girl. Oh, you are becoming very independent. You're becoming very powerful, is what I'm sensing here. You mastered this emotional presentation of being it's almost as though you're disassociated, or it's like you're not there at all, but it's like you're so present that you like blend into the matrix. And it's because you've got this depth, you have really done the work to analyze all of the feelings that you feel. You're not bypassing any kind of emotional healing that you need to do. And so when you speak on your emotions, when you describe, I am feeling happy, you really are feeling happy. I am feeling grief. You are feeling grief. I am feeling ecstasy. You really are feeling ecstasy. You're no longer just being dismissive and saying, I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm feeling blah. You're giving context, you're giving color to the whole experience, and that's changing everything for you. It's giving you this stability that's being perceived on the outside as something that can be learned by people for themselves. I don't know, I feel like I'm talking to like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius mostly here, but then like I feel like I'm speaking mostly to the initiators, the cardinals, sorry, like the Aries, Capricorn, Libra, and Cancers. Like you guys are our front foots, and wherever that sits in your chart, like I would cross my fingers that you've got some kind of cardinal energy. Otherwise, I can't imagine how you have progressed through life. Like this is why looking at your charts is so important. If you're on some kind of spiritual journey, I mean, it can be a process that you can renew every single time you have the encounter, and you can let each encounter be magical by itself. But then you can also become a participant of this thing, this emotional, spiritual conquest that's for nothing if not for elation, for bliss, for personal peace, because it's not to prove to the world that I am so pure and blah. No, you get it beyond that. You want to have the experiences that these people within these spiritual walks have had and described that you can have. You know that if you walk this path, then you too can reach a state of nirvana, bliss, heaven, paradise, whatever language you use. And so I feel that when you come to collective experience, you're really coming as this healer type archetype now. And Chiron, the word Chiron appears suddenly as I look at that, just because it's deeply emotional. I feel like Pluto. Anyway, and the 12th card is the soul, the hidden strength. Eight of Swords in the upright. So this is all about denial. This is about feeling helpless. This is about feeling stuck. You know, for this to be in the 12 position, it's interesting. And I did say before that we were talking about you being in the realm of swords, or in the court of swords now. For this to be at the 12, for this to be your hidden strength, I believe that this is a journey that you are going to be going on. Whenever you receive this message, timeless message, it's just energy snapshot that I'm reading within the timeline, and different people can enter into this timeline, different places within the timeline, and for different reasons too. So the energy that I'm reading today is talking about people who have really done enough groundwork within their experience that they're now looking for ways to extend their giftings, their skill, their business, their lives, their connections, their relations, all of the things that make up a life. You're looking to extend. And now when the Eight of Swords comes out in the 12th position, your hidden strength, your soul, I really want to tell you and encourage you, by you not staying trapped in this thought stack, loop, anxiety, depression, whatever, when you realize what is at the core of those things,
they become free energy. It's like you install solar panels just immediately underneath these traumas or these feelings. And then whenever these traumas or feelings get triggered, they provide energy to the solar panels underneath. And I know that I'm blending a few different analogies there, but when you do shadow work, and this is a part of it, your shadows actually give you energy to play with, to manipulate within yourself. You will either have resistance or you will have full-blown inhibitions towards your shadow. So how does this translate? For an addict, they may know, especially if they've gone into the group work, they may know that by me consuming this thing, I can't stop. So they know that they shouldn't start. And this is where I'm going with this. Like, once you understand that those 8 swords, they're just there so that you can see, where am I in denial? Where am I feeling helpless? Where am I feeling stuck? And then once you see that, all that's left is you and your strength. Collective. Also, I want to say is, I don't know. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. Fucking oath. Well fucking done. I cannot imagine how you've gotten through this journey, but I'm seeing you get through this journey. And the very last card, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Everything will be alright if I stay here next to you. No shit. 9 of Pentacles. Comfort, security, abundance. You're amazing. You are amazing. I'm so inspired by you, collective, to just keep showing up as I do. And I'm so grateful to everybody who has the courage to show up in their own little platform to say what is in their heart to say when they are connected to source consciousness, because I see how quickly the entire reality is shifting to this higher vibration. And just watch a little closer. You'll see the magic in every single moment. And what more could you ask for from this experience when it's showing up exactly how it promised you it would, and it's giving you everything that you've ever desired? Maybe not in the exact way that you want to experience it, but it's giving it to you. And yeah, I get it. You are someone who sets your manifestations out into the world and you release them, which is why your world is changing like this. Wow. Yeah. Mr. Pharaoh, thank you for being here. And yeah, do you want any cards? Well, I've got this spread here. If any one of these cards resonated for you, I'd be happy to read on that. Pull some cards around it. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I just feel so relaxed. Wow. Cause it's a beautiful day. Is the energy finished? Any more messages? Spirit, please come through with anything. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. The fuck? Okay. Sorry. I didn't mean to swear, but I don't know how you do this. Final messages just confirming that the message was delivered. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. With the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. I think so. I think now it's up to you to do what you need to do. And I think you've got all the tools you need. And if you are missing the Ace of Cups, just use your hands until you find it. Beautiful energy today. I just saw the Page of Pentacles. That is that. Thank you. Oh, if anything resonated with you today, please do me the kindness of leaving a like. That lets me know that something has resonated with you, so that I can continue trying to figure out what part of the video that was, so that I can continue to do that. And if you would like to let me know what's resonating with you, please leave a comment on this video after it has come back from processing, and let me know what that was that resonated with you. But yeah, if nothing resonated for you today, then please throw me a subscription, which will enable you to catch every time I go live, or at whatever level you set that bell. So thank you very muchly for being here. I appreciate, I love, I adore each and every one of you. And especially the people that I follow and I participate with through comments and whatnot. I really am so grateful that you appear within this reality to show us, the collective, what we need to see through your expression. So, huge thank you to a large list of people that I'll get to naming eventually, but yeah. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for bringing messages to the full experience so that we can all experience it together in a full and wholesome way. And yeah, I look forward to catching you on the next one. I'm going to record some shorts for this spread. Just the elemental messages. And yeah, that'll be that. You've got this though. Like, you fully have got this. Such a well-balanced reading. Anyway, all right. I'm off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Oh, how come I can't see Pharaoh or Board? Oh, hello from Brazil. Anyway, I can't see the comments on here, so I will chat to you later. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for catching this live.